oli ku evening drive yenze Bryn olwaleero nkuleetedde omukyala real estate agent wano mu Massachusetts. Tugenda kutambula naye nga tuyita mu bifo ebyenjawulo nga tunnyonnyola kiki ekitwala okubeera agent omutunzi w'amayumba wano mu Boston. Tugenda kulaba leero ne ku bizimbe bye tutatera kulabalaba. Neera genda maaso subscribing onyenge ku notification bell ne like button.
Hello.
Hey Diane,
Okay.
how are you?
Awesome. What about you?
I'm alright.
Happy Independence.
Why waddewa?
Nabadde ku mbaga.
Entemako with fireworks.
You know what? The celebration of love was fireworks in itself.
Ewadde ku mbaga ne fireworks yoyo kimala.
Yes. Kwegamba the energy from the groom and the bride is fireworks.
Yeah.
That's the real fireworks.
Tukyatekayo omukolo ku independence. Tulina beera nga tuli mu kkumba marching, tukuba biriroliro, tukuba amasasi mu bbanga.
Omuntu ateeka omukolo ku independence is a person who wants people to attend their wedding because it's a holiday, so everyone will be there.
Yeah.
I tell you, the wedding had people who traveled far and wide from other states. It's convenient. Nadala if it's out of town. Yeah.
Out of town ng'ogenze mu state endala. How is that convenient? Ng'ogenda kutambula olugendo oluwanvu.
Destination weddings are the best.
For who?
For not only the marrieds but even the guests, because there is sightseeing. I mean, the views that we had were amazing. We were up a hill and nature yabadde muyitirivu. Beautiful trees, serene, clean air, you know, the good life, ocean.
Buli kintu kyekiri buli muntu kyalootako.
I don't know if everyone likes ebyo ebintu. I don't know if people even take a moment to appreciate nature.
Really?
But those who do, definitely, it's a definite dream.
If you have eyes, you would appreciate nature.
Not everyone with eyes sees. Did you know?
I did not.
Oyinza okuba wano omuntu ayinza okuba wano ng'avuga naye ng'ebirowoozo biri homework oba whatever thing. So naayita ku bintu ebiri beautiful but they have never really, taken a moment to stop and see what's going on. And that's okay. Sometimes life is like that. Tetulina budde.
Ekyo oyinza ki okukibulaminga ku site okubeera nti omuntu tanotisinga kintu kimuli mu maaso ekirungi.
I don't even sagala na kosa the word blame. I think it's I would use the word butamanya, that every time we look we should actually pay attention and see more than what we see. Whatever, but nange onjageza nebintu, but it's I wouldn't say it's to blame. I think I wouldn't use the word blame. I would use the word some people see, other people don't see. Some people are aware of achibaita awareness, paying attention for real.
Who is Diane?
Who is Diane?
Yeah.
Let me first tell you something before we get to who's Diane. This is where we are. This is Newtonville Center. There's waliwo some buildings. Okay. This is a new structure that has apartments, luxury apartments. Once waliwo some nice restaurants, some nice stores, a CVS, but it's a recent development in Newtonville. Tulimu Newton, by the way, and Newton erina 13 villages, and this is Newtonville. Jetuvugamu tuli ku Washington Street. So as we talk about other things, I'm going to throw in
Obwa wetuli.
Bwa wetuli.
Otulambuza.
Mbalambuza
Era ka
muko.
field yo.
Yeah. Ndiko base. I'm a residential real estate agent or realtor. I know towns, I know cities, and even the ones I don't know, I learn about them. At least I'll learn the data.
Okay.
So
It is key.
it is key. So I'm at Newton, which is where my office is, Newton Center. I also live in the city of Newton. So I do business. Who am I? Wambuziza. Who is Diane
Live where you
Basemera?
work.
I live where I work. It's convenient.
Okay.
I love the convenience. It saves you a lot of time. But who is Diane Basemera? That was your question.
Yes.
Diane Basemera. I'm a person that holds many titles. I'm a mother. I have a 9-year-old son. So wonderful. I'm an entrepreneur. I love business. And the line of business, Jendimu, is real estate. I know that real estate is such a very rewarding journey or thing to experience for me. Anyway, and I'm a friend to a few. I'm a sister to amazing brothers and an amazing sister. Who am I? I'm a real estate agent. I'm a realtor. All those are the titles I carry.
And you're a proud member of which clan?
Clan. Oh, I'm a Mugahi. I'm a Mutoro. I'm a Mutoro from Chenjojo, Kaihura. Even though I grew up in Kampala, Lunguja. Enyumba enkadde bazi renovating, some of them are tear downs. But these are houses that are like 3,000 square feet plus. They're very big houses from the Victorian style homes.
Okay.
A few are
What is Victorian style?
Victorian style, really, they were built in the Victorian era.
Right.
So the style, building a Victorian, style, that time, the Victorian time.
What? So, if like for me, how would I tell this is Victorian?
Oziga, your realtor, Diane, yakujikiriza nakugamba. Kati your new construction, you can see naye elimu some Victorian theme going on. Naye it's newer.
Like, like, what is there something that identifies?
Yeah,
is there like a chimney? Is there like the windows so tall? If I want to see all the way.
The architecture is the roof type, the window, the style of the windows, and the Victorian style there is something classical and it's like the Victorian era. It's the style of building. All about the details on some of the houses. Mulimu, it's not too much detail, but the little finishings, the art in there. You have to keep seeing, and then you have to see more houses, and then you learn.
Yeah,
but the windows and the way it's built, the style. Okay. So we're back on Washington Street. We just came down from West Newton Hill, Newton Nikida. The other half, when you cross the mass bike, we're to crossings.
Right. West Newton is also agiteka mu bantu kyababeerayo, like, is it for the fair income earners, middle income, bali abafisaawoko oba ba high end?
Katika nkubulire, the average sale price of a home in Newton is 1.2 million. Kakati
USD.
US dollars is the average. Chitegeeza waliwo some that are lower, 1,900,000, 800,000, 7, 6. I think the cheapest you get is probably 400 something, which is like a 1 bedroom.
Wow. Ezo omanyi ennyumba gye ziyinza okugula ng'ogenze Texas.
I know, like 6 bedroom house with a big yard.
Mama, ozimbako n'ekisaawe mu backyard.
Yeah.
Oteekayo football field nga ina n'abantu gye bayimirira okulaba omupiira.
I know.
Wanegula 1 bedroom.
1 bedroom because city is very highly desirable. Olaba location here very close to Boston, downtown Boston. The drive is just 15 minutes. We're going to go downtown Ojakulaba. 15 with traffic. Without traffic, 13 or 12 or what to say on the mass bike. And then amasomero gamo Newton, amasomero malungi nyo. The city invests in the education through the taxes.
Taxes waggulu.
Yes, taxes ziri waggulu.
Mu Newton muno.
So it's kind of like you're paying for location, you're paying for education.
Yeah.
And so ombuzize ekibuuzo, which kind of people live in this town? Average price ekubulidde, people who want that access to downtown Boston, people who are strong believers in education, good education, or a certain type of quality of education. Those are the people. Yeah. But I want to talk about, I'm just going to point this out. The city is also trying to promote fair housing. So you'll find that in a building like this, Ngeno, new development, there'll be a few units for the low income, for the people in a different income bracket. But it's not such a wide opening, There is a percentage they have to follow for whatever number of units. A bit of it has to allow people in a different income bracket to also live in. They give that opportunity. Always. Yes. Emisoro gikenderako alaga fair housing, alaga diversity. Always a policy by the city. Different cities have different opportunities like that, and people may not know them. Opportunities. I've had friends recently. Juzi waliwo, there was a very beautiful another luxury building yagulao nga mulimo openings for people in a different income bracket. And I sent them to some of my people in my sphere. Nebagamba, guys, I feel like you can use this opportunity to own a home, a brand new home, if you apply for this. So they try to promote diversity.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does a realtor do in the US? Kubange kyemmanyi nti omuntu ng'ali mu real estate e Uganda batunda amataka, ekitegeera bagula ttaka, kugamba basically badiringira mu mataka, not so much mayumba. Mpozi ennaku zino batandise okwongeramu ekyo.
Yeah.
So what do you basically do? Mutunda namu amataka?
Yeah, land opportunities zijja size nyingi, but zivaamu. So tutunda amataka, tutunda buildings. Okimanyi nti mulimu n'abatunda parking spaces. Katinga in towns like Brooklyn near Boston, where parking is hard, oluusi batunda deeded parking space, or renting it. Yeah, for some good price, So anything real estate.
That's kiroza nkecho.
Oh, it happens.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens. Then nemubamu ne commercial real estate. People abagala okupangisa space for business. They need a home for their business. That's commercial real estate. Now, yeah, the difference is, or the way I handle my business at least, is I'm very much about the numbers and the data. If you're going to make an investment in real estate, it's usually the biggest investment of your life. So you have to get the figures right. You have to make sure you handle it right, you know. For example, if you're going to buy an investment property, investment property means ogenda kubeera omulodi, landlord. So do you know nti you're making an investment that's worthwhile, where it's going to be profitable in the next coming years. And we do that using numbers. We do a lot of data analysis. So I'm that type of real estate agent who gets into the numbers, and the numbers zituyamba okukola that decision. Sometimes omuntu ayinza okulowoza nti bamusedde ennyumba naye bw'otunuulira the data n'otunuulira nti in the last 6 months ennyumba zonna 4-bedroom houses oba 3-bedroom houses zibadde zigenda over the asking price, maybe 50,000 over or 100,000. Oyinza okulowooza nti this is unbelievable, but this is what the market is. This is akatale kafanana bwe kati. And then the other thing is I help people who are selling homes. We market these homes. We market them seriously. Like we do video marketing. Enyumba nebera online on over 900 websites. Netujiteka ku social media. Netukola targeted ads targeting the potential buyer. Then we do TV ads. Enyumba tujiteka ku TV. Tujiteka in the Boston Globe or the Boston Magazine. So we are hitting everybody. About print, we're hitting print, we're hitting digital, online, we're hitting print. Tukola postcards for the sphere, the people around, about in the neighborhood. So we do the marketing. Tukola marketing omwitirivu. Tukola we provide data, market reports, area reports up to 10 years ago or even more, because we have all that data. Buli nyumba etunda in a database, in public records. First of all, it will show, then in MLS, in a database MLS, where you can get all these records and you're able to see the pictures, facts on a home, like square footage, materials used, like is it concrete floor, slab, whatever it is. Yeah. We access it. A realtor here. I'm not even sure how real estate agents or brokers back home, I don't know what other value they provide.
Bakuguza kye balabako mugamba bugambi n'ennyumba yange njitunda bukadde lukaaga. Oli najja n'agirambula n'alaba oba eri watu obukadde olukaaga.
Nekiggwa
n'akubulira zaakuwa.
Akati wano ate tulina okukola inspection. Tetumala gagula nnyumba nti tugirabe. Tujayo that information. We don't just tukubulira the process nti okay ennyumba ojagadde tutaddeyo offer, ebigambo byetteeka mu offer. We draft that offer for you. The language is important because you're legally bound by these offers. Zonna documents. You're sort of bound by them. And if you say you're submitting an offer for this amount, you have to follow through. I want no situations where zitandika. Abantu bagenda ne balowooza tugenda kukola ebye Kampala. No, here it's something we talk about. Ennyumba ojagadde, yes. Ndaba, you told me you wanted a 3-bedroom and a 2-bathroom. You wanted a garage. You wanted a yard. You told me you wanted an open concept kitchen. Nga nkubuuza kati naye ngene ennyumba terina open concept. When we first met, you told me you wanted this. Kati, what has changed? I help you through that process to the point that by the time you make that decision, it is what it is.
Why do you think prices z'amayumba zibeera waggulu mu kifo ekimu, like nosanga housing eri expensive mu city emu nebeera cheap mu city endala?
Yeah. Well, it was so many factors. Is it that? For example, schools. Ogenda okulaba nti towns ezina colleges. Zitera okuba very desirable. Abaana students who come in to rent or even buy homes, demand ebeera high. Kwotadde neba professors or lecturers. A school is a business in itself. It's not just an education center. Towns ezina hospitals nazo zibera very, very highly desirable. People like to have that access to good health care. And also, of course, that the medical personnel nabo betaga somewhere to live. So that increases property value, education. Then the education quality also. Waliwo HRT access. People bagala access to the train and to the bus. Nadala to Boston, to downtown Boston. So most towns is in a train stop. Ziberaza Bay, Mukod, also like a place like Somerville, Cambridge, Malden, Waliwo Orange Line, and some red line of the train. Access to downtown Boston. Of course, downtown Boston is where all the business is happening. All of some of these nice, beautiful and older houses. Some of them are different ways to avoid, but inside or two keri no gamba chi yitiri buchino. Yeah.
Ekintu ekirala kye ndabye nti amayumba gano eno. I noticed gano tebagazimbisa bibaawo ng'agamu oba bibaawo nga simanyi.
Mulina okubaamu ebibaawo for insulation olw'okubanga winter. So mubaamu bibaawo that, although say your red brick or whatever material gy'olabye, concrete brick eba just outside naye mubaamu another layer for insulation because of the weather here.
Yeah. Uganda is actually describing nti egwa mu kiwano kuba tulina colonial, tulina Tudors, tulina ne Victorian.
Is a Uganda wano bagita ranch. Ezo ranches eziba ne slab tena basement. Bakola slab. Tena basement nevera one level gundi, one level house. I think those are the common ones in Uganda. Right? Jebaita ranch.
Buli omwalina obeera ne basement wano.
Si buli omu naye many houses have them. Many houses have them just to utilize space nga bw'omanyi. Abantu baba n'ebintu bingi bagala kukola activities mu basement. Bagala kuteekayo gym oba office oba another bedroom oba storage oba garage. Yeah.
So wetudda ku kyamayumba. Like omuntu kiki wandimu advising at what time?
So first of all, chiba kirungi okufuba okulaba nti your credit score is always good, you know, above 700. If you can 720, keeping it up there. School loan ebeera yanjawulo naye school loan ereme kulimitinga okugula ennyumba if you need to, because babeera baagala kulaba your income and then your debt and then your income to debt ratio, you know. Nti with the type of income after paying off your debt, are you still comfortable or do you still have capacity eyongerako mortgage or olinawo ka balance? Woba ogiyina, why not? Kubanga tubeera tukwasaganya eno sasula ennyumba, eno sasula motoka, eno sasula school, eno sasula which credit cards, you know how life is. It's a money machine in the capitalistic country. So it's something to look at long term. A very long term investment. Nti abazadde nga me and you, we should look at it as something for our children. Kale naffe it's nice to be comfortable. Naye okitunuyanga investment nogamba kale as I pay for this nsobola n'okusuulayo ezino is a mortgage. So credit card score kasebera above 700, then we can look into mortgage lender tunuyana how much money can we give you depending on your income and your debt. So again, chidaku priorities. These are, people have different priorities in life, you know. I'm going to say I'm a real estate agent, not a financial planner, but I'm going to tell you the best investment you can ever make is real estate. Era bw'oba osobodde ng'okikola.
Does it matter where?
Yes, nga bwe twagambye location is everything. Njukira bwe twagambye waliwo locations is appreciating faster than others. Waliwo locations eziri very slow. Waliwo locations that have some crime rate and teziba desirable, of course. Many people bewala, living in such places. Other people are not afraid, buli omu n'ekikye, as you know. So yeah, I think senga omuntu yandibadde asobola okukyetusaako, I think they should definitely do it. People should reach out and ask me nti bannange nze birabise bitya, these are my thing, this is what's going on in my life, this is my income, this is my credit score, this is my debt, do you think the bank can get me? Sometimes always tuba mukutya nga you don't know that you qualify for a certain amount of money naye ng'otidde buti, it's better to find out.
Omuntu ayinza okugamba nti kanfune ennyumba entonotono ebimala, omulala ayinza okuva n'agamba wayi kasita ndi mu kufuna mortgage kanfune ennene asobola n'okuhostinga neeno house party. Oyo oyinza muwa amagezi ki?
Again, ebintu biri very personal because if somebody ali comfortable ng'asobola okusasulira ennyumba ye nga mortgage yagisasula on time, because the most important thing is paying your mortgage on time. You don't want late payments. So late payments, to clear that bad name, it takes 7 years. 7, imagine. So omuntu alina okutunuulira n'abeera honest with themselves and make a good decision nti ennyumba ennene bwe mba maze ogisasulira, am I ready to do I have a buffer for repairs if something happened, if a pipe broke, am I able to get some money?
Ebyo bitiisa nnyo abantu okugula ennyumba kubanga oba wakamala oba wakateekayo obusente bwa down payment nosanga olinawo ebyo, ennyumba erimu okukoko nkuyege.
Kati kyetuva tukola inspection, jukira nagambe wane ennyumba different from Kampala, tukola inspection ennyumba n'ogula ng'omanyi ki ky'ogenda okudiringa nayo. Inspector akugambirawo ndabye termites, budget for termite remediation, nti ogenda kuyita licensed termite remover akole treatment bwe bati no budgeting until I'll put 3,000 aside, even though it could be a project worth 1,500. Nakugamba water heater yo eri over 10 years, no take aside 1,500 or 2,000 to 3,000 for a water heater, depending on the type of water heater. Nakugamba furnace eweddeyo suubira okuteekawo 15,000 naye
furnace kyekyoto
heating bweva. Kakati naye abantu baleme kutya because waliwo kye bayita home warranty. Waliwo company American Home Shield ofuna home warranty ne bakuyamba okusasula zino payments n'otamenyeka. Jukira you're paying a monthly, it's like a form of insurance, you're getting that warranty. They help you with such payments. Ne wabayo ne program gye bayita Must Save. If you're doing tugambe heat eganye oba central AC, anything to do with heating, energy consumption, Must Save ekuyamba. Ewa interest-free loans to take care of some of these projects. So at the end of the day, zino projects oyina zitunuulira as an investment or an improvement in your asset. People shouldn't look at it as banaye kati ate bwe ngula ennyumba ate hita nefa ate kino ate gundi
ate sagala kusenda
sino mugamba tugende ufune kondo bakusendere sino
ataza so rent wa milioni 2 aba rent wa milioni 2
aba tujita home owners association echo condo fee nojisasula into the homeowners association as a center of sasula every month nebazikunganya buli project bwejja is a center zimu zigenda mu snow removal, landscaping, or roof yenyumba, anything outside the condo or townhouse that needs work ziva mu home association fee josasula through the condo fees. So abantu abali too busy tebagala kudiringa nebino ebintu, you can get into a townhouse. Bobera mu single family, you have to take care of them, but you know you can manage it. Ekintu kiri kubeera organized nga bobimanyi. You organize your life. No funa your landscaper on speed dial. Landscapers usually do snow removal. Inzo funa a company to just handle this for you. You know, bagamba come every month.
Okay.
Echo nechikuva ku mutwe. But if you have sons, big boys and girls,
bagamba mukwata akagali
musawo muddo, we have no excuse. Muli maybe muli. So lifestyle to lifestyle, siswa yakuwa one answer for everyone. Buli omayi naye chichi. I know bulamu bwe buli set up.
Ebintu bino bimaze mu bbanga ki?
Kati I'm going to make 3 years in real estate.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okikwasiza maanyi.
Ekintu kinyuma nnyo okuyamba abantu okutunda ennyumba zaabwe n'okugula ennyumba, omuntu nobeera naye kweyo journey paka closing, omuntu nayingira ennyumba. It's so rewarding. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Ndowooza era yegwe muntu omutuufu okugamba nti no nekerawo tuterawo obukuki ku open house twagala kulya ne ku nkoko.
Enkoko tuzigaba ne champagne nga naye gyali n'ababiya gye ne juice ne water
Ku open house?
Kale zitera kuba tubyegabira ffe ba broker, tuba nayo n'ennaku zaffe zetunyumira like mu Newton buli Thursday tuba mu masala lunch.
Address jigabe.
Zibeera different houses.
Banange.
Yeah.
Tulye.
We're in Harvard, which is also nice.
Yeah.
Cambridge, with the Charles River. Oh, yeah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Charles River, negendo kuva. You know how it stretches out. Should I talk about that?
Yeah.
Have you kayaked on the Charles River yet?
No, I don't swim, so I don't think it would be a good idea for me to kayak.
Okay, because
in case it overturns, I don't want that to be blamed for lack of water.
Life jacket. Ayambala life jacket. Tuza kutula konga tuina life jacket.
But if it overturns, chokamba yizole mo kunywa kwa life jacket.
Amazi go ganywa. Na to drowning. To drowning. Omanyi, do you know what makes people drown?
Panic.
Can stop panicking, and that's it.
How would you fail to panic? Ngoli muku experiencing a situation ingeyo.
Ngeyo.
You know you can't swim. Now you didn't plan to fall in water. Or good day yo. And you're not gonna pull yourself out. So knowing that, definitely panic ngeyingira attacking.
Kati omanyi ekintu kino ebintu bino abantu beerabira in the moment. Olaba, have you ever been in a moment in your daily life, maybe work or at home or whatever you're doing, newesanga in a moment where you're like, oh my god, tukoze tutya? Right in that moment you stop nogamba, okay, we're going to do this. Kino chigudde, you figure it out in that moment. There is whatever you do in that moment, you know, ngabakubyeko kinyuzibwe kiti whatever you do in that moment is the same thing you would do ngoli mazzi. Webakube ekirango bwe kiti, whatever it is, if you take a moment to breathe. Katinga, what I try to do if I find myself in a moment where I'm going to panic, or it's a panic moment, just take 1 second. And
breathe.
Yes.
I can tell you this for sure.
Breathe.
When I have my head underwater, the last thing I want to do is to breathe.
No, you don't. Oh, man, you don't. So I'm a swimmer. That's why I'm telling you this information.
Okay.
you don't go. Do you know that even swimmers can drown? If you panic, that's the thing. Chechikuwayo. When you panic, you can even forget how to swim. Omuntu abadde swimming all their life.
If you drown when you're a swimmer, title you're a swimmer and you could because if you're drowning, what am I supposed to do? So if somebody is to do what you do, where would that person start?
Oh yeah, you know you had asked me that question already. First, you have to study. You have to go and study for 40 hours at the School of Real Estate, where they're going to teach you the laws that govern the business. You learn how to do. You learn the important things that come as you do business. A few times, when you start doing the business, it's different. Anyway, study for 48 hours. Do an exam. That you need to prepare for. You have to study for that exam. I think everyone who's asked me, I tell them, if you're going to do this, yes, do your 40 hours, but you really need to sit down and study for the exam. Exam bojita. The exam is, you do the national exam, where they're asking questions on real estate that concerns the whole country, nationally. That means they're going to ask you questions ezikwatagana ne ku Texas mu farms. You need to have a general understanding of that information, because real estate sometimes evolves in different places. Oil places is in oil or minerals nazo zibera handled differently. So you have to have that general understanding of real estate in the whole country. Then I'm licensed for Massachusetts. I had to do the Massachusetts exam. Real estate laws zichuka state by state. So you need to be licensed for every state, the states you want to practice in. For example, in Massachusetts, the real estate law here favors tenants a lot, So there are things like that. It's important to understand what's going on. You have to learn and be examined on the states you want to practice in. So, okola exams biri, kastozi ita, you are a real estate agent. Then you find a brokerage. Brokerage says nonga. I'm with Coldwell Banker. Wali brokerages endala manya mugala gali lita dolo basigenda kwogera manya gawe nina kwogera Coldwell Banker which is great. You join it and you need to work in a brokerage for a minimum of 3 years. Then if you want to start your own thing, you can go and start it after 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Awongole mu business.
Yeah, your brokerage. Making sure until you are some of your practicing, instilling that discipline. The experience. It's a lot of it is experience. Because atebyo experiencing on ground beings be better different, because on ground or better a full business person, entrepreneur. You're doing prospecting, you're doing marketing, you're doing operations, you're doing finances. You have to that's not taught in class. So how is the real estate in Seaport like?
The real estate here is high. The value is really, really high. I'm gonna say I think the average sales price here is about 2 million. Because you're getting the high rises, you're getting the concierge, you're getting oceanfront, you're in your downtown Boston. So of course, the closer to the ocean, one of our Batunda views. Batunda views until somebody may pay for something smaller naira kuba facing the ocean. So it's one of our jobs as real estate agents or realtors, okuyamba, to try and help you save as much money as possible. Tuba tuina experience tulabye bintu, we can see we anticipate what's going to happen because we've helped many people, we have many scenarios, we have the expertise and the experience. So we do a lot of that, which is exciting.
Do you ever think that your client is not understanding what you're going through?
Yeah. Half of the time. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. Like sometimes first time home buyers, it takes them a minute, some of them. So there is that part of educating them. Then there is a part where some people fail to see the bigger picture. Or, I mean, going through process, jituitamu oberanga a teacher with a student. Some students take a minute, others take 5 minutes, others learn right away, others don't want to learn. So, but my job as a real estate agent is to try and speak to you in a way Jojo kutegera. Some people understand these things better with graphs. When I have clients who like to deal with data, I give them graphs. Other people want to hear it. Nzembulira sagala kusoma email. So you speak to them in a language. Sometimes I interchange language. Embozi nenjiza mu Luganda so that omuntu ategera kye kigenda maaso. At usually when a process, but client bagamba don't sign until you have understood. I can repeat it 10 times and call maybe 2 other people to repeat it 10 times. Paka which together. So that's the other thing I do. I kubuli level je tuitako client mugamba, before you sign, this is what's going on. This is what you're signing, because usually when you sign these documents, you're legally bound by them.
Kati gwe, who do you look out for? Is it the person you're selling to or the person you're selling for?
I look out for my client. Sometimes mbeda ku seller's side, nga fa tunda. Sometimes ndiku buyer's side, nga client is a buyer. I work as both buyer's agent. I'm an accredited buyer's agent. It means I've studied specifically to help buyers. I know how buyers think.
Okay.
I also help on the selling side. I help market these homes. I'm a great marketer. Then I'm also a seniors real estate specialist. I know how to deal with the seniors. Nabo manyengeri job bakwatamu and the things they need. Embedders are ziba different.
Senior abakadde.
Older people. Like abamu, otunuye chintu stove gas range elietya. Omukadde abate yetaga kulininga bwati kutekako gas. Betaga kubeera wano kumpi. Height. Most people bakula bashrinking.
Mukadde more remote.
Ngamba kati betu okay, remotes nadana mu condos. Many people like to downsize in downsize in condos. Abamu bagala the smart technology. Abamu bagala the traditional one.
Yeah.
And I'm also a new construction home specialist.
What new construction? Buli nyumba ezimbibwa olina giropayo mugondi.
Enokufuna permits to builders permit. Tosa kutandika, tosa kufuna taka onotandika okuzimba. So ofuna permit from the city. Building permit.
Do they regulate on what type of house I'm going to build?
Yes. Wabeerawo zoning laws. For example, oyinza okuba nga oyagala kuzimba a house, the bigger the house, the bigger the lot size required. Waliwo oyinza okuba nga oyagala kuzimba multifamily beera ne minimum lot size. Nga oluusi kyebafuba okulaba nti maybe waliwo parking, ate waliwo enough space between you and your neighbor, a safety space too. So wabeerawo zoning laws. And then muzimu towns mulimu historic zoning areas where they want to reserve the history of the town.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Okay, I've noticed there are towns where you find that you cannot change anything on the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Nali mukugamba nti nze nga nguze nyumba yange nga bagisiize brown, lwaki sigisiigako ka pink ne standing out?
Okusigala brown to keep the history. of the or identity of the city naye nga munda osobola muteekamu pinki munda kyekitegeeza olusi okugula mu bino ebifo kitegeeza ogenda kugoberera amateeka ag'ekifo bw'oba toyagala amateeka kwatamu obusente bwo gende gy'oyagala.
Kate nyongera ekiku ekyo gw'obadde akyalinza okusubscribinga simanyi kyolinda w'omaliriza onyige ka notification bell ne like button ogende maaso commentinge twagala okuwulira okuva gye muli. Nze Bryan ku evening drive tudde mu week ejja.